Well, good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a nice little chill time with some chill setup music. And I hope now you're all ready for something that's probably not going to be super chill. This is a pretty fast and furious run. And I know that's not something you normally say about Civilization, but it is when you're watching Mr. Von Ivan going to be running Civilization Revolution, doing the Quadfecta percent. So this is a really unique run, and I really do hope that y'all are going to enjoy. So why don't we bring up Vonnie's stream? There you go. And Vonnie, why don't you tell us a little bit about this run? Because I know once it gets going, you're going to be pretty much focused in on it.
Absolutely, that's very true. So first of all, hello everyone for watching. Hope you are buckled in and ready to enjoy what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to be doing is playing Civilization Revolution. You see it's the Quadfecta percent, which is also known as all victories. So for those that are familiar with the Civilization series, you know that it's a turn-based strategy game, and sometimes beating the game takes hundreds and hundreds of turns and will take double-digit hours to play a game from beginning to finish. Well, Civilization Revolution, this is on the console, specifically for the 360 that I'm playing it on. And I like to describe it as like the arcade version of Civilization. It's very condensed. Games definitely go quicker, but still, to play a game through from beginning to end, if you were going to do it in one sitting, would take you several hours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to beat the game not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in 4 different ways in less than 1 hour, with RNG permitting. So there's 4 different ways to win the game, and I'm going to do them in this order. I'm going to do domination, economic, science, and cultural. I'll explain each of those as I'm getting into them, but they're 4 very different techniques and very different routes that we take here. So I like to think that this is a very nice way to show off all of the different things that you can do in this game, but all while doing it very quickly. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. In the beginning is going to be, like I said, it's going to be the domination victory, and we're going to choose the Zulus here for doing this. I'm only going to have time to do it for the first one, because as I choose the civs for each of the next the next runs, I'm just going to be zooming through it.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Bonnie, your timer. Or
I haven't started yet.
Oh, okay. It
No.
starts on civ selection?
Time starts as soon as I select this civ here.
Okay,
but
thank you.
So what we're doing here is this is going to be conquest. We're going to go out and we're going to try and conquer all of the other civilization capitals as quickly as possible. We do it with the Zulus for 2 reasons. First of all, that ancient bonus there where we have double the movement with our warriors. This is crucial for allowing us to cover as much ground as possible in as little amount of time as possible. Also, having that overrun combat advantage can be really helpful just to make sure that we win battles and it wastes less time to go through the animation of the battle itself. Now, one more thing before I start this. This, of the 4 victories, this one is easily the most volatile when it comes to RNG. I could do this in 5 minutes, or it could take me 20 minutes. So before I start, please, chat, if you could bust out your bless RNGs for me, I think that would be very helpful to get me off on the right foot with this run here. So if you would do, perfect. So if you would do that for me, that would be great. But I think without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this run started in 3, 2, 1 now. All right. So
I hope that whatever energy was left over from chat giving me the energy for my watcher grind is now bequeathed unto you, Vonnie. I see we have the chat just lighting up with emotes. Thank you, everyone, for giving Vonnie your energy.
Oh, this is a horrible start. I went the wrong direction. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm basically just going out into this fog of war, and I'm just trying to find other civs to take care of. In the meantime, my city is going to continue to build warriors, so that way I can go out in multiple directions and hopefully find, cover more ground as quickly as possible. We don't want to do too much because having too many units and having to move them all around can be a waste of time. But oh boy, not having any luck so far. Oh, so this is a barbarian encampment. They most often are a waste of time if you conquer them, which usually isn't difficult. There's several bonuses that you can get from them. Some of them will give you a military unit, sometimes they'll give you money, or sometimes, and this is always nice when this happens, is if they give you the location of another civ. They'll say, oh, such and such has a wealthy city in this vicinity, maybe you should attack them. That's one of the rarest things that they'll give you. Aha, here we go. So we found another civ here. It is the Indians. So we're going to tell them that we want peace, and then in the very next turn, we're going to declare war and take their city. So, oh, are these connected? Oh, they are. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so here we go. We are going to break the treaty. Usually we can just... Oh, no, we're going to have to actually battle here. Usually this early in the game, you'll find cities that are totally undefended, and you can just walk in uncontested. All right, so that's one of the enemy capitals that I need to capture. There are 4 in total that I'll need to get. So what I do once I get the city is I change all the production to gold. I do this for a couple reasons. First of all, I don't want to waste time producing things that I don't need in the city. Ah, there's another civ. Great. So by just producing gold, the city doesn't grow, it doesn't build any units, and it allows me to have money in my treasury so that if I need to rush military units at a moment's notice, I will have the money to do so. All right. Okay, we're just going to ignore them. We've got another civ here. It looks like it's the... Oh, it's the Chinese. Okay. So I'm not going to declare... I'm just going to declare war on them right away, so that way it skips having to do some extra... an extra menu there. All right. Am I walking in? I am not. Okay. Oh, I am. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to go to this city. We're going to take everything off of the land, put it all into trade here in the sea, and then switch it to gold. All right, so 2 down, 2 to go. And we just go ahead and we keep going out. We don't bother. Aha! Here we go. We've got another civ here. This is excellent. How far in? 3.5 minutes? This is pretty good for finding 3 of the 4 civs. So, but it's that 4th civ, yo. If it is elusive, it can waste a massive amount of time trying to find it. So let's hope that's not the case. All right, I am actually going to... Well, where is this unit? All right, I'm going to activate this guy. Where did they go? They went over here. Okay. Hopefully that means their city is nearby. We'll see. I'm just going to go ahead and fight these guys because I'm kind of stuck here at this mountain pass. Let's see if maybe they give me some give me 50 gold. That doesn't do me any good. Because I'm building enough gold, or I'm accumulating enough gold as it is, that getting that does me no good. Because these folks are so far away from where I want to be, I just go ahead and sell them, which is good because it gives... Ah, here's the city. Oh, that's not their capital. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is one of those rare times where I'm going to capture a civilization's palace, and it is not going to eliminate them. The way that you eliminate another civ is by capturing all of their cities, but that's not going to be the case here. Their capital is going to be Kyoto. Ah, and here are the Germans. Good. Okay, so at least I'm aware of all 4 of the civs, and I am breathing a sigh of relief that they're all on the same continent. If you have to go out and try to find the other civs by boat, it's an immense crapshoot. So, luckily, we won't have to contend with that.
Sounds like actual exploration.
Yeah, kind of is. Take a turn to heal that unit. It had taken some damage from the fight in Beijing, so if you don't move... Ah, here's Kyoto. Okay, so now we are going to attack. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm at a disadvantage here, so there's a decent chance I lose this battle. And if I... Oh, no, good. Do I take it now? I do. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. Yeah, okay, so now let's have peace. That's actually... it's extremely uncommon for me to have to deal with diplomacy after taking a capital, because usually they just get eliminated. I don't have to worry about them. Oh, this could be a problem. Or it's not. Okay. Excellent. Infiltration is what we want there. Am I taking the city? No. Okay. So, I don't care about that. Let's take... Nope. Take you, put you out there, so we're not building anything. Okay, the trophy room is something that will pop up every once in a while. All it is a bonus, and for the speedrun, it is just a waste of time. And it's... Oh, no. Uh-oh. They now have archers, which is an enhanced defensive unit. Okay. Alright, so, I lost that battle. Now it is time to start putting this money to good use. And in fact, let's do production too. Let's go here. Let's go to production. We're gonna build an MP warrior. We're gonna rush it, and we're gonna start sending them up. Oh no, am I cut off there? Oh, that city is in my way. Oh no, it's not. I can bring those warriors down. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Let's bring them down. Okay, let's come here. Rush another one. And actually, let's put them there. This next one we'll bring up here. Wait. You do your thing. So what you can do is if you have 3 of the same type of military units on the same square, you can form an army with them, and what it will do is the 3 units will become 1, and it will essentially triple their strength. So we're gonna need this here. Oh shoot, I don't need you to do that anymore. But let's have you come here just in case. Oh god, they're continuing to build cities. That could be interesting, actually. I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Let's do the same here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Shoot. Oh well. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Alright, now let's see what I'm up against here. Oh boy. Okay. Got it. Okay, good. Alright. So what just happened there, that glow that you saw on them, was the promotion to veteran status for those military units. And what that will do is it will increase their combat strength by 50%, which is actually quite useful considering that there's going to be enhanced defensive units that'll be contending with there. I want to get fully healed so that way it will... no. Oops, I forgot. You just stay there. Okay. What does that mean? Okay, this does nothing. Let me think about it. I'm actually going to sell it. Alright, now let's attack again. Okay, now I definitely have an advantage. So, let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay. I'm actually thinking about what I want to do here. Alright, I'm going to have to do something a little drastic at this point. We're actually going to do a little research here, which normally you don't have to do, but because of the situation I find myself in, I am going to need I'm going to need some extra strength here. Okay, don't care about that. So I'm researching bronze working, and now I'm going to do horseback riding. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to create some much stronger military units. And now I don't care about... okay, we'll go ahead and make peace. This is actually going to give me some time to... this is going to give me some time to get my military in order. Um, let's change to horseman. Change you over to gold. No, come on. Okay, and then we would need to make sure we're doing gold here and doing gold here. All right. Well, this is kind of a this is definitely an audible that that we're calling here. All right, that's fine. Just go away. At least he's being nice to me, which is good.
I do have a quick question from chat, and
Yes.
I think I might know the answer, but I want to double check with you. So, is this fixed seed?
Absolutely not.
So. Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I.
This is very much random. Very much random.
And so right now we're in the middle, again, just kind of informing chat, we're in the middle of domination right now.
Yep.
So you have to dominate the other 4 civilizations that are present on this map, correct?
Domination is technically defined as having control of all 5 capitals, including my own, obviously.
Ah.
So these Japanese cities here, Ise and Kagoshima, I do not need to capture them, and in fact, I don't even want to, because that's just it does me no good for the victory condition here.
All right. Well,
So,
thank you for giving us a little more info.
Yes. So what I'm doing here is I am bringing together horseman units, which are going to be stronger, and because I built them in a town that has a barracks in it, they will start out as veterans, meaning that they will automatically have that combat bonus. Okay. Hopefully this is going to be strong enough to take care of what I need to do here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get rid of them. Yeah, whatever. This should be an easy victory, and of course I'm taking damage, which is just going to slow me down. That's unfortunate. Oh, maybe I didn't take damage. I can't tell. Let's see. I really want those guys to just get out of my way. Oh, I didn't take damage. Okay, that's good. Ah, there's the overrun. So, when you're... Okay, now let's see how... Oh, nice. I was expecting to see an army of archers here. If it's just a single archer, this should be an easy victory. Okay, please give me infiltration. Okay, I'll take medic. Oh, good, I got it. Okay, so now I just need to control them until the end of the turn, and victory. Okay, good. Alright, so that's domination done.
GG!
Thank you. Alright. So that's done. How long did that take? 14 minutes. Okay. Alright. So now we're off to economic. So the way that this victory works is I need to amass at least 20,000 gold in my treasury. Once I do, that will allow me to build a wonder called the World Bank. Once I have the World Bank built, that is an economic victory. So, what we're going to do here, this is going to look vastly different from the run that you just saw. Mostly in that I will not produce any military units if I can at all help it. Instead, we're going to start doing a little research here. We're going to pour some of our efforts into science. Okay, the fact that we've already encountered a civilization is extremely unfortunate because they're just going to be bothering me throughout the entire run, and them bothering me is a waste of time.
This is
Now
where
that
you
we
wish there's a little bit more room between you and your neighbors.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and it's funny because the RNG that I want here is the exact opposite of the one I just wanted. In Domination, I want everybody really close to me so I can get to them as soon as possible. Here, I don't want to have anything to do with anyone else. I just want to be a loner. Pretty much any military units that I get as bonuses from these technologies, I'm just selling. Okay, Plato is what's called a great person. There are different categories of great people that will give you various bonuses. Ah, here we go. This is the nice thing about other civilizations, which is rare, is that sometimes they'll be nice to you and they'll trade you technologies. Now, the more technologies that we have, the easier it is for us to advance into different eras and get bonuses that we need. So anyway, the great person that I got there was what's called a great thinker. What he will do is he will give me a culture bonus. All right. So the way the technologies work is just like other games, like, you know, World of Warcraft, when you're developing, you know, different skills for your character. You have a tech tree where you need to have researched A and B in order to be able to research C. So what I've done here is I've taken the shortest tree possible to research democracy, which will allow me to then here we go. It will allow me to use the democracy government style, and what that will do is it will allow me to produce more trade, which means more gold, which means good stuff. Okay.
That sounds fairly intuitive.
Yes. Indeed. Let's try construction. Here we go. We're going to sell that caravan. We don't need it. We're going to settle them there in the city to help it grow faster. Okay. See, when these military units come up, the animations for them just waste time. I'm not going to do anything about these guys. Just because I can't, really. Okay, what do I want now? I want engine. Ooh, no, that's going to take too long. Forget it. All right. There's only one more tech... here we go. Now it starts. Now they're going to start making threats. And these threats will say, give us this or else we're going to declare war on you. We don't want war because war not only wastes time, but I can also lose and have to essentially start this category over, and we don't want that. Here we go. Okay, so now that I'm in this next era, I only need to research navigation, and then I can switch all of my efforts over to amassing gold as quickly as possible. See, now they want my... Okay, so here he's declared war on me. So this isn't a problem until he actually approaches my city. And, oh, that is definitely a problem. Okay. So, alright. So, a couple things we need to do here. Now that we have researched all the technology we need, we don't need science anymore. We're going to switch over to gold. We're also going to go to diplomacy here and give him what he wants. And that's extremely unfortunate. What I had to do was cough up a great person called a great explorer. Great explorers give you a 50% gold earning bonus, which for an economic victory, I'm sure you can imagine, is pretty significant to have. Which unfortunately I don't now. Okay, good. I've got that Colossus. Now let's do Hanging Gardens. Okay, good. So what I just built there was the Colossus, which is a wonder of the world. I'm actually gonna... Oh, never mind. We're gonna actually... No. We're going to settle you. Wonders of the world are things that can only be built... Okay, I'm just gonna give him money now just to keep him away. I don't feel like coughing up other stuff. Wonders of the world are things that can be built... to give you extreme bonuses, but only one civilization can have... Oh, shoot. Well, that just kind of leads into what I was about to say. Only one civilization can have a given wonder at a time. What happened there was that right before I was about to build that wonder, somebody else did it, and I had to switch to something else. So that's unfortunate. Oh, actually, you know what? For that reason... I think I might want to do this. Oh, I don't have it. Never mind. No, hold on. Let's do this. Kind of calling some audibles here. But that's the way this goes sometimes when there's a lot of RNG.
Some audibles? Can you maybe explain that jargon? Just as someone who maybe not be super familiar with
So
that.
basically, I have it routed out exactly what technologies and what buildings I want to have in my city. Well, if those things aren't available to me at the times that I expect them, I need to go a different direction. So, kind of routing on the fly. How about that? Okay, that's not a lot of gold. I just want to make sure he stays away from me. And in order to do so, I have to pay him off, which of course is counterproductive to... Oh, good, I have the aqueduct now. Okay, we're going to rush that. Which of course is counterproductive to amassing wealth, but it's necessary for survival. Oh, shoot, I can actually rush that. Good. It's necessary for survival. So... Alright, so now I've pretty much built everything that I need to. So now I'm going to switch it so that I am just maxing out on gold. I'm producing over 1,500 gold per turn. That's an immense amount. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put some effort into building wonders with the intention of switching it over to the World Bank as soon as it's available. So as long as I don't get really accosted by any other civilizations, we're actually in good shape here. Okay, Thomas Beckett. Nah, see, he wants more money. Let's see if he's satisfied with Alphabet. Nope, he's not. Okay. Which means that as soon as he comes here... Ooh, this is nice. As soon as he comes here, I'm going to have to make nice with him again, which is just the way it goes. Let's see if he starts invading. Okay, I have less than 7,000 gold, less than 5,000. Looking good. Less than 3,000. Ah, here comes the military. Okay. Less than 2,000. Okay, now I can start building it if I want to. Ah, good. Alright, so now we can build the World Bank. We're going to focus everything on production to get it done as quickly as possible. So now that the World Bank is building, we just play the waiting game. We just basically wait it out until... I do not care about this. So basically we just wait it out. Now, here's the nice thing. When these people threaten me after I've started building the World Bank, I don't need to retain 20,000 in my treasury. As long as I've started to build the World Bank, I'm good. So when people demand money, they can have it. No amount is of any consequence at this point. Money does me no more good. Okay, see, now is where it gets interesting. Oh, good, except I think I'm going to build it this next turn. Boy, I certainly hope so. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, God, hold your breath here. Am I going to fight them off? Oh, boy. Oh, we're looking... Oh, no! Am I going to win? Yes! Oh, whew. That was skin of my teeth right there. Because here we go. We're going to... At this point... Oh, look at this. At the very last moment. Okay, World Bank built, and that's it. Oh. Boy, if that second military unit would have attacked me, it would have been ripped for that category. So I got extremely lucky there. Whew. All right. So once the World Bank's built, the game's over. You win, and now we can move on.
With the stream delay, I just hear you, and your struggles, and I'm just like, no, Vonnie, I'm hoping for you. I can't see what's happening, but know in my heart that I'm hoping for you. But GG once again. So what are we moving on to for the third leg of this category?
Yes. All right. So what we're doing here is now the scientific victory. The way that the scientific victory works is that you need to research spaceflight, send a spaceship into space, and have it reach Alpha Centauri. The first, if you do that, then you win the game. So, we are going to, oops, no. Hello, library. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Now, does this Civ have particular bonuses that help expedite this category?
Yes, it does. So the starting bonus with the Japanese is that you can actually draw food from ocean squares, and because we want to draw from ocean squares as much as possible. Okay, J.S. Bach, this is a great artist or a great thinker, so they're going to contribute to my culture, which is not a bad thing because the more culture you have, the more of those bonuses that you can get, and some of them can be extremely handy. All right. So, again, we're doing the same thing that we did before. We're rushing to democracy to get that bonus because it's so important. But because we want to draw from as many C-squares as possible, and being able to get food from them too, it's just going to accelerate the growth of our city. And the bigger the city is, the more it produces. All right. So, yeah, let's make a change, and then we're going to go to mathematics. Just like we did in the last run, we're going to settle those pikemen in there, just in case I need some defense. Normally you would sell those military units if I was going like for, if I was just doing an individual time attack. The catapult we can sell, that's fine. That gives us no defense. But I'm really glad that okay, Christopher Columbus is a great explorer. He's going to increase the gold that I produce, which is not necessarily a bad thing because I'll want to buy stuff near the end of the game, at the very end of the run. So having more money in the coffers is definitely good. All right, so oh, hello. Okay, again, I expected to see a tech there that wasn't, so I had to call an audible and do something else. That's always fun. Okay, now, do I have hanging gardens here? I do. All right.
Will Vonnie actually get his hanging gardens this time?
I know. I got gypped out of it last time, which was not cool. But hopefully, that's what I was looking for. Invention. All right. Settlers. Now, normally with these settlers here, you would take them out to establish another city, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do everything with one city. So instead, I'm just going to assimilate those settlers into an existing city, and it's going to give me a little bit of a boost to my population, which is good.
So basically you just made suburbs.
Here we go. This is a great scientist. He's going to accelerate the amount of scientific output from this city, which for a scientific victory should go without saying. That's a good thing. All right, so I tell you what, we've got steam power. Do we have what we want next? No, we got to do a railroad instead. All right. I still can't afford to. Can I now? Yes. Okay, good. Rushing that hanging gardens, making sure that I get it this time and I don't get gypped out of it. So what the hanging gardens does is as soon as you build it, it automatically gives your city a 50% shot in the arm as far as population increase, which is a great bonus to have. Because again, bigger the city, faster you can do things. All right, we need industrialization.
And I don't want to commentate or curse you or anything, but it looks like so far we have achieved, I believe chat was calling it the introvert style, where we have no neighbors coming to bug us.
Exactly. This is definitely a good thing. Introvert percent FTW, as the kids say. All right, so industrialization is good because this is going to allow us to build a factory, and with the factory, you can build things faster. Can I buy it? I cannot. Okay. Otto Lilienthal does what? Okay. So, here's the thing. So I just got a second great scientist. You can only have one of each type of great person as a bonus in a city. But what you can do with them instead, if you're not going to settle them, is you can use them for one-time bonuses. And the one-time bonus for a great scientist is whichever technology you're currently researching, you can cash them in, and you will instantly learn that technology. This is going to be extremely useful for spaceflight, which it is one of the shoot. Okay, now we've got someone else sniffing around. That's no good. Spaceflight is the very last one that we need to research, and it usually takes the longest, so the fact that we can just skip that altogether and just learn it instantly is going to save us a decent amount of time. So that's good. Okay, fine, you can have money. I don't care about that. Alright, so How are we looking here? Alright, so I need to start working on stuff to get flight. That is going to be a... and in fact, because I want to get this going faster, we're gonna do a full court press on science. And we're gonna learn things very quickly. Have the money, that's fine. Oh, what is this? Oh, goodness. Alright, so, electronics, that's definitely something that I need. We don't need that submarine, we just sell it. Okay. Oh, this is a nice little glitch where you're just going to see the same unit just running in every time. I don't know why it does this. Hopefully it will stop doing it, and it has. Okay. Oh, man, I really have no money. This could actually slow things down in the end game. Let's see how bad it gets. Oh, I need the corporation. That's what I need. Okay. Ah, here we go. I've got another great scientist that I can just save, and so now I can pop for 2 technologies. This is good. Okay. Can I please... Do I have flight yet? Nope. I think I need to do metallurgy. Alright. Sometimes it'll give you the technologies you need, even though you don't have the specific prerequisites. I've gotten kind of unlucky there. Do we have it yet? We still don't. My goodness. Combustion? Man, oh man. Alright. This is kind of an unfortunate turn of events here that I'm not getting that specifically that I need. Because the other part, so one part of, there's regular flight. Okay, so once I get flight, I should be able to get advanced flight and then space flight. So, but the good thing is that because I have, and actually, you know what? Now that I'm talking myself through this, let's work on production. Okay. So once I get there, I'll just be able to pop those two scientists. Okay, that's fine. Actually, do I have space flight yet? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's actually get rid of them. We're going to come here. We're going to switch over here. No, we're not going to end our turn. We're going to activate his superpower. That's going to complete the study of advanced flight. And then we are going to be able to do space flight next. We'll fortify that bomber in there. Okay, here it is. 391 turns. That's because I'm not doing science now. I'm doing gold. But even if I was doing science, that would probably take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 15 turns. So we're just going to skip that altogether. Well, now that we've got space flight, now we can start building components for our spaceship. And we're going to go ahead and rush that. Alright, so in order to have a spaceship that will actually be able to make to Alpha Centauri, it needs 4 components. It needs this habitation unit, it needs life support, which we're going to build next. We can rush it. Good. Really? Alright, so now he's very unhappy with my space flight exploits, and so now he's just going to be mad at me. Alright, so here's our life support unit. Now we need a propulsion module. Yes, let's have peace. Let's be friends and not have you not attack me. And then very last thing it's going to need is a fuel cell. And then once it has that, it's ready for its voyage. So fuel, we can go ahead and rush that. Good, that should go into space next turn. Alright, now we're going to launch it. Okay. And now, you know what we're going to do, just because we have these guys sniffing around, is I'm going to build defense. Even though what I have here is far superior to what they are, what they're throwing at me. I'm still going to, I'm still just going to form an army, have them defend just in case, and we should be fine. We should be just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine. You know what? For good measure, we're just gonna bomb this Legion.
I just like the escalation there.
Oh, coming by boat, huh? Yeah, you can have my money. I don't care about it at this point. Okay, fine. We'll bomb their boat too. Why not? That galleon stands no chance against the military might of my bomber. All right, I think that's enough of that. Actually, let's see if he'll accept some kind of peace accord. Okay, good. Now he'll go away. All right, let's just go ahead and just park him there. And now we're just basically waiting for the cutscene where you'll see the ship flying to Alpha Centauri. All right, I don't care about this guy. I really, none of these bonuses mean anything anymore. Especially once we get to this point. Here's the cutscene. This is about 40 seconds, and it cannot be skipped.
So we get to have 40 seconds just enjoying this beautiful spaceship?
Precisely.
How about this? Since we had some new people come in very quickly, this is Speedrun Ragnarok, hosted by the RPG Valkyries. We are raising money for Take This, which is a nonprofit charity here in the gaming community that does outreach on mental health and different ways of like coping methods and dealing with mental illness, and just letting people know to that it's okay not to be okay, and trying to help reduce the stigma. So if you like what you're seeing, feel free to check out the schedule. I will drop it in chat and see what else we got coming up. We have a whole week full of fabulous runs like this one. Also, I'm glad we have a 90s spaceship that's heading on out there.
Indeed. Yeah, 1990 is when we are reaching Alpha Centauri. All right, so this is going to be the fourth and final victory condition that we need to get through here. This is going to be the culture percent. And for this, we take the Romans because the bonuses that they give you are absolutely tailor-made for what we want to do here. So, we are going to start with pottery. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now, the fact that we've already discovered another civ can be a good thing, especially with them being so close. But it can also be very bad. So, we will see how that goes. All right. So the way that you win in a cultural victory is you need to do what I like to refer to as culture things, and you need to do 20 of them. Now, culture things are defined as having a wonder of the world, having a great person like this settled in one of your cities, or doing something called flipping a city. Let's go back to wonders here because I want to build that temple instead. Now, flipping a city means that your cultural influence over their civilization is so great that their non-capital cities just want to join your civilization.
So like House Flipper, but a whole civilization.
Yes. All right. So, like I said before, when I was getting hosed out of the Hanging Gardens during my economic run, only one civilization can have a given wonder at a given time. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're going to take a small detour to do that, so that way we can make sure to get good technologies. And now we go back. All right. So, so the bonus that I just got here for getting into the next era is that wonders only cost half as much resources to build, which means that I can crank these out at a very rapid rate, which for a speedrun, guess what? That's a good thing. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the time to route this over to the other city just because I know where it is. Is that a violation? No, it's not. Okay, good. So, a little about the about the kind of, for me it's the purple, for the Indians here it's the brown, that area that you see there. That is what that represents is our cultural influence. Okay, there we go. Hanging Gardens, good. Colossus next. If you have a peace treaty with another civilization, they cannot enter your cultural influence without declaring war. Now, also, if the cultural influence spreads so that it connects with another civilization city, that's where you get into flipping them, where just your influence to them is so close that they say, yes, we want to be a part of we want to be a part of that life, where they want to be with your civilization. All right, here we go. We get good old democracy. Let's go ahead and switch to it. So the way the technologies work in this category is basically all I want are technologies that will allow me to build wonders. Let's put you up there. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and defend. So this is the... Are you... Okay, good. They're not going to declare war on me despite trying to be mean. Okay, so this is the only one where I'm actually going to take the settlers that I get as a bonus and build another city with them. And there's a very distinct reason why I do this. Like I said, you can only get credit for great people as far as the culture things go, quote unquote, if they're settled in a city. But like I said before, because you can only have one type in a city at a given time, I would otherwise not get a bonus for this. Well, this was almost perfect timing that this happened. I already had an explorer in my capital, so I couldn't settle a second one. So now I can send them over to this other city and settle them there and get credit for it. So, having the second city is very nice. All right, so again, we just want to get these. We just want to get these technologies that are going to allow us to build things that are going to be useful. Let's do a trade fair here. No. Okay, so now he's mad at me. He wanted me to cough up a great person, and what that will do is that will actually count against those 20 that I need. So, so certainly this is just going to slow me down from doing what I want to do. So that's not good. All right, so we build wonders there that we don't care about. No, I'm going to bring you over here. Settle you there so I can get credit for him. No, oh, okay, good. Will you take money now? All right, he's going to take one of my great people. And I just have to do it. It's unfortunate, but it's the way that things work. So, alrighty. Oh, another culture person. Yes, yes.
I do have a quick question from chat.
Sure.
So Justin MDP asks, is this the intended way to play the game, this particular victory type, or is there one that's a little bit more civilization-y, a very scientific term?
You know, that's a great question, and the culture percent I think is my favorite category to run, because to me I think it gives the most how do I put it? It gives the most realistic casual experience, I think is the best way of putting it. So for that reason, I enjoy doing this one the most. So what I'm doing now is I've got all of these wonders to build, and I've got all of this money with which to build them instantly. I'm actually gonna save him now, in case I need that. So we're just gonna rush through things here. Let's do that. Oh shoot! I pressed that too quickly. I didn't mean to rush through that. I wanted to see what she had to say. We can sell that. So so yeah, I think the culture percent represents the most. Oh, okay, I only need 5 more. All right. What does this do? Oh, that's a great builder. That's nice. Okay, so we only need 5 more. You can have money. That's fine. Okay, that's good. Another wonder built. We can build now that East India Company. Let's rush that. I can rush that too. All right, now let's go back to science, because I'm probably going to need to research some more stuff here to get some more wonders available. All right, no, we'll stick with democracy. Where is there? Oh, you know what? Oh, there we go. There's one. Okay, that's good. That is good. We're going to build that last wonder here. Let's come over here and build, you know, let's build a market, because we're going to want cash here as soon as we get, okay, I only need 2 more. A great person would be great to get here. Oh, excellent. I can't settle him, though. I have a great explorer in both cities. Okay, so we're just going to have to... So, unfortunately, that great person that I got, that's just kind of... I'm just going to have to kind of burn that. That was kind of a waste. Let's build a... Oh, actually, no, let's build a bank.
What are the different categories of great person you can acquire?
So there's a great artist, which adds to culture, great explorer, which adds to gold, great scientist, which adds to science, a great leader, which adds to your military might, a great humanitarian, which leads to city growth, and I think that's it. There might have been one I missed there, but if there is, I don't remember what it is. Oh, I can't build it yet. Okay. All right, so I think I'm pretty much good to go here. As soon as I build this next wonder, I think that's going to give me the last culture thing that I need. I think. Ah, that will, though. Ooh, I don't know if I want to go through the trouble of flipping it. Can I settle him here? That might just be easier. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do that. Alright. Very good. Okay, now we can do UN. Alright. So the way that I'm sorry, and I didn't mention this earlier. The way that you win in culture percent is once you have those 20 culture things, it allows you to build a wonder called the United Nations. As soon as that's built, then it is victory, which is actually going to be happening in just a couple more turns. So we are coming up on time. Time is going to be as soon as it says the victory screen and it shows the list of civs, and that will be coming up. Okay, I don't care about him. Let me think about it. Settle. Very good. Okay, it should be next turn. There's United Nations and time.
GG!
Alrighty, thank you very much. Oh wow, just under 49 minutes. I told myself if I could get this sub 50, then I'll be pretty happy. So I got it sub 49. I will take it.
Just for reference, I know that you currently have a world record in this category. So what is the current world record?
World record is 43 minutes and 49 seconds. Here's the thing. This category was actually one that I created because grinding. So like the world record for like the economic victory by itself is less than 6 minutes. The one for the domination victory is like a mid-4. Now, in order to achieve those times, you need insanely good RNG. So the reason why I created this category is because, you know, it's tough enough to ask to get great RNG to do one category, but to do 4 in one run is essentially going to never, ever happen. So I thought this would be a good way to kind of like test your skill of having knowledge of, first of all, how to get all 4 of the victory types, but then also how you mitigate that RNG, because you're gonna deal with it. You're not always gonna have the civs leave you alone. So it's just how you deal with with them and the adversity that comes with unfavorable RNG. To me, it's a really good test of skill for how well you speedrun this game. So yeah, so like I said, my world record is just under 44 minutes. The fact that I got this just under 49 minutes in a marathon setting, especially with that awful start with the domination time, I'm really happy with this. I think this, all in all, I'd say this went well.
Oh, good. I mean, I know at the beginning you said that domination tends to be the most swingy. Is that's why it's the first of the 4 categories?
Precisely, because if I'm really going, like, if I were to attempt world records, I mean, logic would dictate that, you know, if there's an element that's going to have very heavy RNG, if you can make that earlier as opposed to later, it's better for cranking out runs, because if it were at the end, and let's say I'm on world record pace, and then I've got a domination victory that takes me like 17 minutes, and I miss world record by, you know, or a PB or whatever, by several minutes, that's frustrating. But if we can just get that bad RNG out of the way, or, I'm sorry, the opportunity for the worst RNG, if we can get that out of the way as quickly as possible, then, you know, that makes the most sense to me.
No, absolutely. I definitely can see why you arrange them in this order.
Yeah.
Even as someone who, like I said, I've never really been one for nothing against it, just not my type of game.
Oh no,
but,
it is. I completely understand that this is a game that appeals to a certain type of gamer, and I grew up playing the original Civilization. I would spend days upon days playing that game. And actually, I hadn't really played this game very much. My wife really enjoys playing this game, and so she and I would play together. And there was one day that I was playing it with her, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if this could be speedrun. And so I just started getting into it, and you know, and the rest is history. I've held world records in all categories at one point here. I have the world record in this category here. So. Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy doing. It's intense though. Like I said, it's a lot of menuing, a lot of split-second decisions, and sometimes you gotta route on the fly. So you're not stuck to rails in this here. Dealing with the RNG is a huge element to this, but it's also a lot of fun. So
I think the one thing I really do respect is your speed reading for this, because you must have to just kind of find your keywords and go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Just knowing, just when you see things phrased in a certain way, there are certain text boxes where I will count the number of lines that are being said. You know, if it's 4 lines, I know one thing's happening. If it's only 3 lines, then I know it's something different. I'm not even looking at the words necessarily. But those are just those. I mean, to me, that's just like fine tuning, like tech to really, you know, shave down time as much as possible, because, you know, in certain situations a text box will pop up, and if you press A or if you press B, 2 very different things can happen. So right. You know, just knowing which one to press at a given time is extremely important, so that you minimize your mistakes.
I like that this is like the menuing version of platforming.
Yeah. Yeah. So before I wrap up here, if there's folks that enjoyed what you saw here, I'm more than happy to bring in and teach you more about this game. This game could definitely use more runners. Speaking of runners of this game, I want to give a shout out to another world-class runner of this game. His name, he goes by Bayleaf Live. He and I have traded world records in the individual categories on several occasions, and he's done a lot of great work when it comes to strategies and routing for this. So I want to give him a shout out, because he's done a lot for the development, a lot of these routes, as have I. But he's definitely contributed quite a bit. So and he's pushed me to really drive my times down and develop more tech for this game. So the back and forth that he and I have, I think, is good for the development of the speedrun of this game. So I wanted to make sure that I gave him some props here. But yeah, anybody else that wants to get in on this, please let me know. You know, you can always check out the record runs on speedrun.com. It's a great way to kind of just, you know, hear us talk through what we're doing and see how to get into it. But certainly, if you want to ask me directly or anything like that, I'm more than happy to help out. I think it'd be great.
Absolutely. I mean, we already got Dave in chat saying that he wants to come for your records.
Oh, bring it, CGD. I see you. I see you. Bring it.